Wild lettuce, odd looking, funny tasting, but the DNA in here is perhaps essential to the future of farming.
So this is, if you like, a great reserve, a great store of genetic diversity that we can use to breed into crop varieties of the future.
If in the future there's less water for our salad crops, well, there might be useful drought-resistant genes in a wild lettuce stored in the seed bank at Wellesbourne in Warwickshire. And a seed bank is a living thing. The seeds need to be regularly regenerated, grown into plants from which new seed is gathered.
Seed can only be stored for so long, and in order to store the seed long term, they need to be tested for viability. So periodically, depending on the crop type, they'll be taken out of the seed store, and things where there's low seed or it's old seed, they'll be regenerated.
Now, an important part of all this is these little fellas. You need maggots because some of these vegetables will need to be pollinated by flying insects, flies in this case. So you take your maggots, turn them into flies, and then they do the hard work of pollination for you.
Carrots, lettuce, turnips and more. These 14,000 different seeds preserved under lock and key at -20 are a vital sort of insurance against all sorts of threats, from drought to pests and disease.
If we didn't have this, then you couldn't do that. So these are equally as important, if not more important, for future breeding activities.
But they just don't taste as good?
No. If you'd like to try one, you can.
Some of our rarest vegetables kept alive to make sure the UK can keep on eating our greens. David Gregory Kamar, BBC Midlands Today, Wellesbourne.